This is MVP Wealth Education. Here we share information to help youth and young adults understand personal finance and begin building a secure financial future. These presentations are an overview designed to open your mind about the possibilities of building wealth and a secure financial future. Since most of you will be working for the next 50 years, this is a totally doable process. The information that I present is based on self study, college courses, government websites, nonprofit organizations, and financial websites. This is all fact based and research backed. If you follow these steps, you will have a secure financial future. Thank you for joining us. Let's get started. So, we've already discussed saving and stacking up some cash. You know, you can't start investing until you have some savings behind you. That way, you can take care of your daily living expenses and have a few dollars set aside in case of any emergencies or anything like that. So, today's topic is how can I start investing? The first information comes from investopedia.com. The article was titled How to Start Investing in Stocks, A Beginner's Guide by Chad Langager. Investing is a way to set aside money now so that you can benefit from it in the future. Legendary investor Warren Buffett defines investing as the process of laying out money now in the expectation of receiving more money in the future. The goal of investing is to put your money to work in one or more types of investment vehicles in the hopes of growing your money over time. The first thing that you need to know before you start investing is what kind of investor are you? Your current age, your investment goals, and your risk tolerance all help define what kind of investor you are. Since this information is presented to early teens and young adults, I will take the liberty of describing you as a young investor with a long time horizon and a moderate risk tolerance. We'll start with online brokers. Online brokers are, just as it said, online, and there are full service and discount brokers. At this stage of the game, full service brokers are not an option. Fidelity Investments, TD Ameritrade, and Charles Schwab were all listed in the top 5 of several articles that rank and rate investment providers. With a discount broker, you are pretty much on your own, so of course the first step is to educate yourself. They all offer education articles on many investment subjects. Another option is a robo-advisor. This is also online, but it's an AI program that guides your investments. Betterment was one of the first robo-advisor programs. You can start investing through your employer. Many employers offer a 401k or some other type of retirement savings plan for employees. Generally, you have the employer take out a percent of your earnings before tax, and that is invested in one of their portfolio programs. Most employers offer a match of up to 6%. So even if the funds are tight, invest in the company 401k program. The next thing you need to know is that you have to diversify. Diversification by investing in a range of assets helps you reduce the risk of one's investment performance severely hurting the return of your overall investment. You could think of it as don't put all of your eggs in one basket. After that, you have to be aware. Be aware that the greatest difficulty of diversification will come from investment in stocks. The cost of investing in a large number of stocks could be detrimental to the portfolio, and in comes the hero. This is where the major benefit of mutual funds or ETFs comes into play. Both types of securities tend to have a large number of stocks and other investments within their funds, which makes them more diversified than a single stock. If you are self-employed, the IRS website has a few tips for you. The IRS website has directions for simplified employee pension, a 401k plan for small businesses, a savings incentive match plan for employees. It's called a simple IRA plan. But your financial institution can help you with any of those options. Here are a few tips. Save early and often. Save as much as possible. Earn compound interest. Leave deposits and interest in the account as long as possible. We're talking 50 years here. Try to earn a high interest rate and choose accounts that compound interest often. The Northern Mutual website has a brief history of the 401k. This was written by Tom Stobierski, March 2018. So why is it called a 401k? Despite their popularity today, 401k plans were created almost by accident. It started when Congress passed the Revenue Act of 1978, which included a provision that was added to the Internal Revenue Code, Section 401k, that allowed employees to avoid being taxed on deferred compensation. Deferred compensation is when you don't take the money now, you take it later. In 1980, benefits consultant Ted Benner referred to Section 401k while researching ways to design more tax-friendly retirement programs for a client. He came up with the idea to allow employees to save pre-tax money in a retirement plan while receiving an employer match. His client rejected the idea, so Benner's own company, the Johnson Companies, became the first company to provide a 401k plan to its workers. In 1981, the IRS issued new rules that allowed employees to fund their 401k through payroll deductions, which kickstarted the 401k popularity. Here are some definitions for you. Investment vehicle. Investment vehicle are stocks, bonds, or other types of investments available to an investor. It is called a vehicle because, literally, it helps you move your money from now into the future. Investor. An investor is a person who puts money into an activity that should bring profits in the future. A time horizon. A time horizon is how long your money will be invested before you have to take it out. Since you are teenagers, you have about 60 years. This is a long time horizon. Risk tolerance. A risk tolerance is how much risk you are willing to take. Investments can be very rewarding, but there's always the risk of loss. Risk tolerance can be described as low, medium, moderate, or high. And risk capacity, your risk capacity is how much investment risk you are able to take. This is determined by your individual financial situation. Well, thank you for joining us. That's it for now, and we'll talk to you next time. Bye.